Oh, that would be great. Okay, so I'm making you my co-host. Where'd you go? Okay, thank you so much. Oh, wait, I think I did the wrong person. It's a touch screen. It is so finicky. Okay, yes. Okay, we're gonna meet these folks. Thank you so much. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Adrienne Williams, and I'm a very blessed Sapphire ambassador with Plexus. And I've been with Plexus going on, yes, please mute everyone. Thank you. I'm been a very proud Plexus product user for over 4 years now, and I've been an ambassador with the company right around the 3.5 year mark. I did start sharing these products primarily because of the incredible changes they made in my health. And I want to share a little bit about my story. And tonight we're focusing on sleep, and that's part of my testimony. So I'm going to share my screen. Right, Lauren? And yeah, hop right in. So I am a dentist. I am here in Houston. I'm a practicing dentist. I've been practicing for about 20 years, maybe. And what I noticed was my energy was just dropping. But at night, I would be very achy, tired, but still like wired to where I could not fall asleep and really get restful sleep. Um, and I was really struggling throughout the day with energy. So, um, searching for some natural remedies because I'm a firm believer in the power of Western medicine. I know there are some alternatives that just can help us balance out a little bit better because I had been trying all the other things, right? While I was eating well, and they say you exercise and that helps, and um, I just wasn't making the connections between a lot of my energy issues and my gut and my digestive issues. So I simply was looking for a way to sleep better and have more energy during the day because it makes sense, right? You sleep more at night and you can perform during the day. Um, that's pretty self-explanatory. But what if you can't sleep at night, right? And what if you're dragging through the day and you want to do things and you want to get out there and really tackle your day and wearing all the hats as a mom and business owner and a wife and playing these different roles really just started to weigh on my body mentally, really, and physically. So, and Plexus came into my life. I was not expecting. I didn't have a Zoom like this. It was pretty new to the person who invited me in, and I just didn't know a lot of people or heard a lot of testimonies, but the science made sense behind the products, and so I gave it a try. Little did I know it would make such a huge impact on my entire life, and I don't want to exaggerate or make people think this is like snake oil or something fishy, because how can it help all these things? Well, when you understand gut health, you understand how it impacts everything because your gut touches on every single part of your body. And sleep plays a huge part in getting your gut together. So, um, understanding how blood sugar and inflammation and gut health impact your health and your life is key in really getting off that roller coaster that we're on in this country with medication after medication and people um, there being all this health available, wellness and doctors and research advances in medical science, but people are getting sicker. So focusing on these three things is really the big catalyst to change and get us healthier long term and really well, right? And not just focused on sickness and sick care, but just getting you well. So your blood sugar plays a huge role in your health, and insulin resistance plays a big role in your metabolism, really, in every cell in your body. That's how you utilize energy. So your blood sugar really needs to stay in balance. You want that blood sugar in balance, not just people who are diabetics, but everyone. chronic inflammation is a significant cause of, is related to all the chronic diseases that we experience: diabetes, high blood pressure, um, arthritis in terms of autoimmune diseases. That's what I was saying. And inflammation, like you see, is associated with 50% of all deaths in the country, in the world, excuse me. Gut health. Now, what is gut health? It is a balance of microbes that are in your digestive tract. Now, how does that connect to the brain? Well, your gut contains the second greatest, highest concentration of nerve endings. So the brain is the highest concentration, and and your spinal cord, it's connected through a nerve called the vagus nerve, and that is the gut health, the gut brain axis or gut brain matrix, and they send messages up and down. So if you're thinking about your brain and maybe your brain fog or your energy levels, it's all very emotional, it's all very mental, and you think it's here, and your sleep, right? This is what turns off. How does your gut affect that? Well, we know it's number one, the vagus nerve, and it's very well studied, the connection, and I'll get into that a little bit. But the gut and that balance of in your gut and that balance in your system
Okay.
controls your immune system. Huge contribution to your immune system, your heart health. I already said brain health, your moods, and your sleep and digestion, obviously. And the imbalance of your gut is linked to chronic inflammation, um, issues with blood sugar, issues with weight, and autoimmune diseases and cancers, and just basically all the systems in your body are kind of linked into this balance. And so having that balance is very, very key. So if you um, Google gut health and put that in the search bar, gut health and any condition you're thinking about, put sleep in there. You'll see tons of articles, lots of research about that. And any chronic condition you're thinking about. So we know it's an important part. It's becoming more and more on the world stage. They're actually doing like they did for the genes in the body, a few year project of 20 years ago or so. Now they're doing it with the gut, just to see exactly what's down there and what's helping and what's hurting. So what strains are important. So I just pulled up this list um, about a little bit earlier on all the things that sleep helps us with. So it's clearing out your waste products, especially in the brain. We need that sleep to flush the brain of all the waste and all the buildup in our systems. Regulates the metabolism, blood sugar. So here we go. We're talking about gut health, sleep. You need the sleep to manage the blood pressure, blood sugar, and the cholesterol. You need that to manage your hunger. You need sleep to have a healthy cardiovascular system. I don't know if you guys are seeing the connections, but I'm seeing them. So pain and inflammation, it's related to sleep. Your kidney function, your respiratory health, um, all of those are linked to proper sleep or lack of, right? That's what we need sleep for. So speaking about gut health in general, these are all the body parts that there are documented connections between the healthy gut, or really more so, this would be issues in the gut are linked to issues in these other parts of the body. So in the contrary, an issue or health. So people who have a healthy mouth, for example, like that I see, they have a healthier gut than people who have an unhealthy mouth, because all of it's all connected. It's connected through your blood system, circulation system, with and in terms of your gut and your brain, that's the gut brain axis, the nervous system too, right? So we can't just continue to think about our bodies as separate body parts. We have to really start understanding that it's all connected. And when you zoom out and look, try to seek the root cause of a lot of our issues, it's going to take you back to the gut, right? Now, I'm going to stop my share because I want to switch slides. With the gut, with the sleep, excuse me, I've been studying for a health certification actually on sleep, And I'm learning so much about what the role it plays in our health, right? And some of the stats are really staggering because there has been a decrease in sleep since the invention of the light bulb, right? Which is a long, long time ago, and further decrease in the quality and the amount we sleep since televisions, since all the artificial lights, and then cable, and then phones. Like it's tracking, it's trending down. You know what's trending up? Chronic health conditions. Like they're overlapping because we have to sleep. And we as humans are the only species that will neglect that part, like willingly neglect that part of us, like try to turn it off and do everything we can do not to sleep because we're in this rat race, we're in this culture of go, go, go. And lots of times people end up just wanting to stay up to have a little bit of free time, of fun time, because they've worked all day or been with the kids and they just need some time just to decompress. But honestly, your best bet is to sleep to recharge because your recovery is linked to that. Your long term health and really dementia states are linked to shorter sleep, less sleep. Um, so won't belabor that point much longer. I will connect it back to gut health because the gut health, the primary things that determine that balance in your gut of microbes is the diet, it's exercise, it's sleep, stress management, and environmental toxins. So it's 5 things that really tilt that balance off and get it off course. So nutrition, when I say nutrition and environmental toxins, that would include medications in there. So medications and processed foods and things will help boost the negative or the harmful microbes, as well as too much stress, not enough sleep, not exercising enough. Okay. So one moment, I will want to show, oh, I might not have it. So part of the harmful harmful most of the harmful microbes in our system is candida yeast, and candida yeast overgrowth is encouraged through excess sugar intake, and things like antibiotics, and they sort of take over the gut. And then there is not enough space, or the microbes that really benefit us cannot grow and thrive in an environment with too much, not enough sleep. Candida yeast, I'm sorry, sugar intake is another sign of candida yeast overgrowth in your system, is actually anxiety and lack of sleep. So if you're struggling with sleep, you really want to look at, could it be a candida yeast overgrowth? And if you haven't addressed your gut health, if you haven't those other symptoms, I had a slide about candida yeast overgrowth that I wanted to show you, but the symptoms are definitely, their neurological symptoms, anxiety, mood are linked to that. Mood issues as well as sleep disturbances. But on the other end, high levels of, and it's well documented, it's bifidobacterium, one of the strains of bifido, which is in our probiotic, is linked to better sleep, more restorative sleep, falling asleep faster, and getting into the deeper sleep. So all this stuff is research documented and has been researched well. Um, they have found a lack of those bacteria linked to IBS. And most of the people that have IBS, because it's found that IBS really isn't like a gut issue, because there's a mental and neurological component. But about 70% of the people that have IBS also suffer from anxiety. And when they bring those probiotics on board, then their moods level out. So we can argue, sit here and try to figure out, well, is it because they're sleeping better, that their gut is, gut health is improving? Is it the how their moods, are their moods improving? I was gonna say, are their moods improving because of their, sleep is improving? Well, at the end of the day, they're both linked to this missing bacteria, that finding ways to increase that and boost that in your daily life and really minimize the negative effects of things that affect your gut will just help you long term, right? So, how does Plexus fit into all of this? So, Plexus has created some really fantastic systems for helping get your gut together. Um, they're plant-based supplements to really encourage the growth of the good microbes, and they have quality products to help with that. Very high quality, non-GMO, plant-based for the most part, 100% vegetarian, really to help get rid of all the bad things out of your gut and out of your system and boost the good microbes and things to pave the way for better health. Okay, so one of those products is called the Triplex. It's actually, I'm waiting on this to load. It's actually a system. A system. It's 3 products. They work together to help weed, seed, and feed. So if you think of your gut like a garden, you want to do things to encourage the good things to grow. You want flowers, you want pretty, helpful things, not weeds, right? So a lot of what we do in our day-to-day life is just encouraging the weeds to grow. So it's quite simple if you think about it. Cut off the food source of the harmful microbes, of the weeds, that's sugar, um, and plant the good microbes. And so with these 3 products, you plant, you weed out the bad, and you plant the good, and then you continue to encourage the growth of the good. And that is through the prebiotics. Prebiotics are food for the probiotics, and prebiotics, primarily it's fiber that is the food for probiotics. So that's found in a drink, and it's called Slim. Now, Slim is a body balancer, and if you know, fiber helps you feel more full. There is a version of Slim that helps with hunger control, but it's called Hunger Control Slim, right? The other, if you're not looking for weight loss, it is called Microbiome Activating Slim. So this is Hunger Control Slim, and my slides is just a lag. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I'm going to go way too far. So ProBio 5, yep, here we go. This is Slim. Are we going to stay? I think I was showing you guys hunger control first. Okay, yes, hunger control. So food for the probiotics, it's fiber, but it's a thicker fiber. It's going to help you feel more full, more satiated. Helps with, you mix it with water, you shake it up in a bottle, and you just drink this. It's not a meal replacement. It also will help with the glucose metabolism. So having less sugar floating around helps with insulin levels, and it also helps kill off the harmful microbes, because the more sugar you consume, the more sugar you'll crave, and the microbes, the harmful candida and those things, they just grow because they love it. Giving your body more fiber, you'll encourage the growth of the good microbes. So this is what Slim has. And so Slim Microbiome Activating does not have the thicker fiber, so you don't feel as full. If you need to lose weight, you might on this version, but if you don't, you won't. I've taken this version for 4 years almost. Minimal weight loss, I would say. If anything, I don't get on the scale necessarily, but all my clothes just still fit like they did 4 years ago. So that's kind of what I gauge it on, gauge it by. But I have to say, my digestive issues are much better being on this. It's going to help boost the lactobacillus and then the bifidobacterium that I was talking about earlier, that plays a big role in your gut brain axis. It helps with cardiovascular health, including healthy blood pressure and cholesterol. Now, the second product is the ProBio 5. That is the actual strains of the good microbes that we need to help our bodies function properly and help them thrive. So, the this probiotic also contains digestive enzymes and something to help kill the yeast. It contains an antifungal, so it helps weed out the harmful microbes in the yeast in the body. It's going to help with the pH levels, and it contains antioxidants and vitamin C for that boost in immunity. The BioCleanse is a magnesium-based supplement. So magnesium is a critical nutrient that a lot of people are deficient in. What this one does, it's not a laxative, but it will help gently cleanse and eliminate the harmful microbes that's in our body. But the this BioCleanse also helps with gas and bloating, antioxidants, and has vitamin C to help with your immunity as well. So it's going to promote regularity, but it won't have you running to the restroom like a laxative. It promotes a natural cleanse. And magnesium really helps with muscle tone too, and helps reduce migraines as well. So another interesting fact I learned was people who are deficient in nutrients will also have trouble sleeping, because the only time animals out in nature don't sleep, because I mentioned we're the only ones that will limit our sleep. The only time they really don't sleep is when they're in starvation mode, which is so interesting to me. So if we're overfed and undernourished in this country. So if we're eating and we're full, but we don't really have the right mix of nutrients, you're going to have ups and downs and not restful sleep is what they found. So it's like our bodies are in this weird starvation mode physically, right? Not like hunger pains, but there might be some people, but probably not on this call, that are experiencing that per se, but maybe you're not getting enough nutrients. So that's one thing that I found fascinating. Here are some pictures of a few people who have found had wins and found healthy things with Plexus. They're going to show, weight loss primarily. Sleep is definitely related to weight loss. So if you're not sleeping, your hunger hormones and your weight loss will be totally thrown off. Sleep plays a role in that hunger cycle, right? There are two hormones, and I can't remember them. One helps you realize you're hungry, and one helps encourage hunger, and one helps you realize you're full. So it throws those off completely when you're not sleeping. And I also know that from back in the day when I was studying for boards and things like that, I didn't sleep well. The next day I'm craving carbs and sugar. And that just goes back to this: your hormones in your body gets way thrown off when you don't sleep. So how do you get started? So joining Plexus as a VIP customer is really the least, it's the most beneficial for the customer. You get special savings on your first order, and you receive 25% off of all your subsequent orders for the year. You'll have a referral link, because if you're like me, you're going to find some wins with with Plexus. If you were struggling like me and not really knowing what to do, what's safe, because so many messages, but like where to even start, Plexus has a system to really help you feel better, by focusing on your gut health, because of so many things that your gut health impacts. So if you want to use it, you'll have a referral link that you could either have earn products credits or actual cash. So VIP's customers, that's what this means. These are the things you'll receive as a VIP customer. Okay, that's just another testimony. I'm going to stop my share. The last thing I wanted to mention was sleep. We have a new product that is melatonin based and it's a gummy. So it also contains fiber. So I was concerned about the gummies, being a dentist, knowing I don't really like my patients or anybody going to sleep, because we're thinking about sleep. I don't really like gummies anyway, especially the gummy vitamins for kids. They're just blocks of sugar, but our gummies don't have sugar. They have stevia. But they also have fibers that's going to encourage the good gut microbes. If I've said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Fiber, fiber, fiber. You need fiber. It has melatonin. It also has ashwagandha and some things to really just help um, regulate your mood and just bring your stress levels down. So the sleep gummies, it's a newer product and it's really, really fantastic in helping you as you reset your gut. You might need that immediate, you know, boost in helping you sleep and getting more sleep. Because when you sleep better, you just feel better. Whatever, however you get there. The sleep gummies, they're not addictive, but it's just going to help you if it's an occasional thing you need it, even as I've been on the products a while. Sometimes I still need help sleeping because life is life, right? So it's really for anybody and everybody to use whenever you need that. So any questions? No? Okay. Well, get with the person who invited you. If you have questions, if something piqued your interest, we have a wide variety of products. I only focused on the gut health primarily tonight and our sleep line, but there's other things to complement you on your health journey. So get with them about how to get started. If a VIP customer is something that you're interested in, let them know that there we do have some special offers for new VIP customers this month. So everyone, you have a great evening. Thank you so much for hanging in there and for your attention.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Adrienne.
Thank you, Dr. Adrienne.
Thank you,
Good night,
Dr. Adrienne. It was
everyone.
great.
You're
Yes.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for coming, Angela. Mhm.